It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the SHAMROCKS sure-handed tight end. He's been a target machine each week, 5th in the league in receptions.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us across the Atlantic and along the River Liffey in the wonderful city of Dublin, Ireland. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Dragons of Tokyo and the Dublin Shamrocks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from the Emerald Isle. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all day long, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. But you look at this defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Caught by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. And they'll send the slot in motion left. He completes it to Olave. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Thomas hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Shamrocks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
2nd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right, it might add a touch a little bit.
It's all right.
All right, grease board, head, computer, exactly what you want though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Dublin's offense now set to take over. And you can see, as many of you already know, they have clinched the NFC South. But as it stands, Charles, they would still need to host a game on Wild Card Weekend.
And that's a good thing for them because coming out of your division, getting to the playoffs with an opportunity to host to start the playoffs, that's a pretty good way to get things going. Whoever came out of this division, we knew that they were going to be playoff ready, and this team certainly is.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here's 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. And he is caught, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And he's got this down to the 35. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Back to throw again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got it. Touchdown. Chris Olave. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Shamrocks are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. A 10-play drive that time, and it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They start on the ground with Robinson here. They find some open field here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13 as they've got it as we resume action. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Miles Jack with a sack. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead.
Under pressure, they got him again. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
This is fielded at the 27. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. Dublin's offense now set to take over. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The offense on third down, they haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Dragons.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for the right side here. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw. This one left side caught by Patterson. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 1 now. Back to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Robinson is in for a touchdown.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one makes it 14-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. On the return, here's Shaheed. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys you never going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Man open, here's Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Shamrocks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. He's up over 1,200 yards now on the season. Had a touchdown on that last drive as well. Things continuing to trend in the right direction for this offense, but specifically, Charles, this running game.
And it all comes back to one word, doesn't it? Cohesion. Because you have to have that. Center, guards, tackles, tight ends. Some of the wide receivers being involved. Maybe a lead runner at times. Maybe a fullback. But all in all, those X's and O's on the grease board that look so nice, that turns into a jumble in real life. And these guys have to know what to do on the run, on the move. They've done it well for them all year long.
Here's 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And complete to Drake London. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now another timeout called for by the offense. Here's 2nd and 8 as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points. They're by the wayside on that one. Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay,
this has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle. We have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now he'll try to run with this. A determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Got London on a slant. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Tyrann Mathieu showing off a bit on that stop. Really nice tackle for loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On play action, they'll throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the foot.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. The throw over the middle, taken in. 7 yards there and a first down. A 10th carry for Kamara. Oh, what a move. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and 2. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Quickly completed to the right flat. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that'll get the lead down to 5. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
In trouble, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. They'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Here now, a 3rd down and 8. They're going to look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. In motion right is Jones. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 11 now. Welcome back now to the Emerald Isle as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. 2nd and 11. And he's got his man on the out route. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
3rd and 6.
Now back to throw. That is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, compete.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down.
Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Kamara up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what?
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Shamrocks add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And he returns this to the 22. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? There's Robinson showing the flash. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll look to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Robinson.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Kyle Pitts
from 6 yards away.
And the Dragons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
Well, here we sit, week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. He'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. They'll set up a throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now a throw here to his running back. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Able to find Patterson.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Back to throw.
That's caught by Pitts.
I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big game.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
He's back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
So the second half comeback is now complete. They have battled from behind, taken the lead, and CD now, they just need their defense to stand up here and secure the victory.
And remember, they were trailing by double digits, fought their way back into this one. Now we find out the true definition of the team, don't we? Because one side of the ball just did its job. Now it's time for the other one to take over. Don't let them drive downfield and get the deciding score of what time remains.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 1, 44 seconds to go. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Back to throw.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
He completes it to Olave. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock. And they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Now 1st and goal.
Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
Holding the seating team.
Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur in the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Dubliners,
it's 1 more win to finish the season as they wrap up with a sterling 15-2 record.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title.
Meanwhile, for Tokyo,
they suffer their 4th loss so far. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.